Respect isn't built by being nice. It's built by what you tolerate, what you express, and what you never say. Because a woman listens carefully, not just to your words, but to what they reveal about you. And most men speak in ways that betray their own value. They seek validation through softness. They give away power through approval seeking. They think they're being kind, but what they're doing is quietly lowering themselves. There are things you should never say, not because they're offensive, but because they show her you don't stand in your frame. And once that frame is gone, so is her respect. The first thing you should never say, "Do you still like me?" It sounds harmless, honest, even vulnerable. But to her, it screams insecurity. It tells her your sense of worth depends on her approval, that you're uncertain, that you need reassurance. A high-value man doesn't ask for emotional status updates. He observes, he leads, he reads the energy, but never begs for clarity. When you ask if she still likes you, you give away the frame. And once you give that up, you're no longer leading the dynamic. You're waiting to be chosen, and that's never attractive. The second thing you should never say, "Tell me what to do." It might sound respectful, like you're being considerate, but what it actually signals is weakness, uncertainty, lack of leadership. A woman doesn't want to guide you through every step. She wants to feel that you already know, that you can decide, that you can lead without being handheld. When you hand her the wheel, she may take control, but she loses attraction in the process. Because the moment you stop being the man with direction, you become the man waiting for instructions. And no woman desires a man she has to manage. If this is already shifting your perspective, subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. The third thing you should never say, "Am I good enough for you?" It sounds heartfelt, honest, but it exposes the one thing that kills respect faster than anything else: self-doubt. When you question your own worth out loud, you force her to question it too. A high-value man doesn't seek approval, he assumes value. He knows he's enough, with or without her, not because of arrogance, but because of clarity. The moment you ask for her validation, you give her emotional authority, and respect never flows uphill. She can't admire a man who doesn't stand firmly in who he is. When you avoid these phrases, you do more than protect your image, you protect your frame. You show her you're not looking for reassurance, you're rooted. You're not asking to be led, you lead. You're not seeking to be chosen, you've already chosen yourself. And that energy, she feels it instantly. It calms her, challenges her, attracts her. Because you're no longer reacting to her emotions. You're anchoring the space with your presence. And that's where real respect begins. Respect isn't earned through effort. It's earned through restraint. It's earned by what you don't say, what you don't chase, what you're willing to walk away from. When you hold back from seeking approval, when you stay silent instead of asking to be enough, you communicate strength far louder than words ever could. You show her that your value isn't on trial, it's decided by you, not by her. And the man who knows his worth doesn't need to explain it. He shows it in how he moves, how he speaks, and what he refuses to say. He doesn't plead for respect. He earns it through presence, through clarity, through calm. And when she feels that, when she sees that nothing she says or does can shake your core, she stops testing, she starts trusting, and from that trust, real attraction grows. Not because you demanded it, but because you embodied it. If you want her respect, stop speaking like you're waiting for permission. Stand in your value, lead without asking, and never say anything that makes her question your certainty. This is the Stoic path, where words are chosen, presence is power, and silence carries more weight than approval ever could. Subscribe, stay grounded, and remember, it's not what you say to impress her. It's what you never have to say at all.